matter this morning. During my administration, personally, I feel comfortable saying I have always tried to focus on the best policy choice for the future of the community. And I've governed from the perspective that you do what's right, and the politics over time will take care of itself. The best choice is the thing always that makes Lincoln the best in terms of its long-term position on an issue. And I feel very comfortable saying that my friend Roy has also dealt with matters in a similar, very similar way. One of the choices that impacts our future is the voters' choice, of course, for the city's CEO, the mayor, and I strongly believe that the salary that we are paying the mayor creates a barrier discouraging many good people from running. Without a fair and reasonable salary that reflects the responsibility and the amount of time involved, we discourage many leaders who have proven themselves outside of government and politics from seeking the office of mayor. And that is a problem for our future. And that's why I'm here with Roy today to discuss our proposal for reviewing the mayoral salary. The current mayor's salary is $87,129 with an annual cost of living increase. That amount is more than the average salary in Lincoln, but being mayor is not an average job. And that amount is well under the mayoral salaries of our peer cities. The Human Resources Department reviewed the salaries of mayors in 4 peer cities that also have strong mayor form of government: Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Madison, Wisconsin, St. Paul, Minneapolis, and Omaha, Nebraska. The salaries ranged from $104,000 to $137,000. The midpoint there of those peer cities is roughly $120,000. And that's why we're asking the City Charter Review Commission to conduct a more in-depth analysis of the mayor's salary, including benefits and cost of living provisions. Any recommendation of the commission to change the charter would then need to be approved by a vote of the people. And I would note that any changes would not take effect until after I had left office. The review makes sense for several reasons. First, the proposed salary more closely reflects the mayor's responsibilities. The mayor manages the city's most crucial functions: keeping you safe from crime, ensuring there is clean water, keeping you provided with a street network to get people to work and to school, and to helping create good jobs, of course, for our residents to support their families. The mayor manages over 2,000 person workforce. It's a job where you have to be on call and ready to make decisions 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Most comparable positions in the private sector that manage 2,000 employees would pay double or more a year than even the average mayoral salary in our peer cities. Which brings me to my second point: the current salary limits the number of people who might run for the job. The people with the skill sets to be successful as mayor can often command far more in salary than the $87,000 the job currently pays. If we want to have the best talent to fill the city's most important leadership position, then we have to be realistic about the salary that we're paying the chief executive officer. Roy and I are here today because neither of us is running for mayor in the spring. Neither of us stands to benefit from raising the mayor's salary. We also want very much to take politics out of this issue as much as we can. Rather than ask the current council to vote on a mayoral salary increase, in the environment where 2 council members are currently running for mayor. Rather, we will ask the City Charter Revision Committee to consider the issue. This approach gives the community ample opportunity to consider and to weigh in on the issue. We are standing up for this proposal because of our bipartisan belief that a well-qualified chief executive puts Lincoln in the best position to excel in an increasingly competitive world. It's the right choice for the community. And with that, I'm hoping Roy will chime in here.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First, let me say this has been on my mind for a couple of years now. Because what we have right now, frankly, is a system where the people who are attracted to run for the office of mayor fall generally under 3 categories. 1, the retired or nearly retired. 2, the independently wealthy. Or frankly, 3, the out-of-work professional politician. And I think in Lincoln we can do better. And we can expand the pool of people who consider running for office by offering a better commensurate salary with the duties involved. Now, as we began this process, we were going to just bring this forward to the City Council as described, the process described in the city charter currently, and just bring it to a vote of the council and pass it. However, very recently, like this morning, we had some issues that were brought to our attention and decided to regroup and take a different direction and bring this to the Charter Revision Commission and then to the City Council to put on the ballot so the people of Lincoln can decide for themselves what kind of government and what kind of quality leaders they want to have in the future. And in this process, we have aggressively tried to make sure all the City Council members were contacted to make sure that they were aware of this last moment change in direction. But the intention is still the same. The goal is still the same, to provide good quality leadership to the citizens of Lincoln for years to come. And I hope that everyone will be able to get on board with this, support it, and look forward to a quality of life in Lincoln that's unsurpassed anywhere.
Roy, thank you. Any questions?
What is the current system? And if you took it to the, what is the current charter amendment? How is the salary raised?
The salary is raised by action of the City Council.
And the current system is that they set a base and then it goes up by a certain cost of living?
Yes,
Adjustment every
yes.
year?
And we can give you an outline on what has happened over the years, the main points over the last few years, so you can have further information, Nancy.
Are you
That
suggesting
has she been given the background piece on where the mayoral salary?
We'll catch you to clarify that.
Okay.
Are you offering any suggestions to the Charter Amendment Committee on what you want restructured or what might be restructured in the charter?
I think all that's for the future, Nancy. We haven't had a chance to, we've spoken to the committee chair, of course, but we haven't spoken to the committee itself with regard to how they want to handle it, how they want to approach it. That's all in their bailiwick.
And why are you turning it over to the Charter Revision Commission rather than just asking the council or the?
Well,
charter?
I think the main reason is there was a feeling that perhaps more input was appropriate on it. So I'm sure the Charter Revision Committee will be hearing from people on it. We'll set up a process that will have people involved in it.
Let me add one thing to that. That is how we revise the charter. It goes through the Charter Revision Committee, and then it goes to the council, and the council will then put it on the ballot for the people to decide.
All right, you all good to go? Thank you very much.